What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Snapping Raccoon back, and we are looking at the updates for next car game. Yes, it has had up some updates. There are more customizable options in for the cars, as you can see what I'm going through now. I'm just showing you a little bit of what you can do. There are other bits that are available. There's a new track which I'll show you to start off with. It is a derby event. It is a figure of 8 derby event. It's still classed as a race, but there's a lot more crashing and bashing. They've made a lot more details. Some of it I don't actually like. They have changed when a car is damaged and technically dead on track, there's this odd sort of glow which is meant to be fire that's coming out of the engine, which kind of looks really dodgy in my opinion. And they've also added this new car, the American sedan. So this is the one we're going to be using for the first race. We are going to be using on the figure of 8 track. They have also added 3 new weather conditions. They have added bright day, cold morning and warm sunset. I'm going to leave all the notes for the update which was released, I mean, just double check, on the 15th of February 2014. So yes, I'm late in bringing this update, so if you've probably seen this all before. So yes, this is the new American sedan. They've got all different kind of paint jobs as well, which Salis I know will be happy with. I'm going to be running through the figure of 8 track, the gravel track, and I'm going to show you the updates to the tarmac race as well, because they've made differences to the way that it runs. So here we go, we're going into the figure of 8. You'll notice the surroundings. It is where I did the shot, sorry, where the destruction derby was. It's exactly where that was, and here we're going to go into the race right now. I'm using the 360 controller now on this because I'm finding it a hell of a lot easier to actually race while using the 360 controller. It is packed with a 24 race car. Look at this, all over the place. You just can't really move for people in front of you, and there's just smashing and bashing and crashing, people tipping over. It is a hell of a lot of fun. I played this. You can now change the amount of laps you've got from defaulted to 3 last time. Now you can change it up to 10. So if you want to, well, one thing I will say, if you do race this figure of 8 track on 10 laps, you see, there you go, and you do get crossed over and you do get beat up. You see what I mean? That's the kind of the flame effect that they've gone for. It looks that little bit dodgy at the minute. I'm sure they will change it. I don't mind the smoke. The smoke looks pretty cool, but the actual flame effects look a bit off in my opinion. The car detail damage still hasn't changed a little bit. They have actually changed the way that it records it down, so it actually records it a bit more accurately rather than going from no damage to all damage and then you're dead. So here we are, our first in the lead. This race is actually going to be quite short because obviously it's a small track, so as you can see I'm in the lead on the final lap, going around to the final corner, bashing myself lovely into the wall because I'm just trying to keep it going and win the race. So that is my first race win on next car game. Now what we are going to be looking at next, we are going to be doing a full race in the the original car. This is again the American, as Salis called it in his video, the Pontiac Firebird. I have left the blue colour on it. As you can see, I'm just changing some of the settings on the actual car itself before we go into it. The addition of paint jobs is really cool. Some of the other stuff that they've done with the racings is they've changed the steering wheels, now rotating the cockpit camera view, which I don't use much as well. They have reworked the engine backfire effect, so you can actually hear the engine backfiring at times, which is pretty cool, and it's very accurate for a stock car racing genre kind of thing as well. And here we have the race on the tarmac track. As you can see, they've reworked sort of grandstand. The light, we are on like a bright cold day. This is a cold morning, I think. No, this is a bright day. So you can see they've done different bits with the shadows, a little bit more with the textures around the racetrack, make it look that little bit more real if you want to. They've also added the weight to the tyres, so they react a little bit more realistic apparently, because before there's some certain videos that I saw where they were literally a little tap and you go absolutely flying. I never experienced that, but it was obviously reported into the comments on the feedback for look, it's just destruction. It's just so much fun, this game is. I'm still having a hell of a lot of fun playing with it. Winning a lot more races now. I kind of know what I'm doing and getting used to the controls. And I will say that use a 360 controller or a PS3, PS4 controller, depending on what you've got available to you, because it does make the racing a little bit easier on the PC. They've also added like the little bits of grass. They've added a little bit more to it. Actually, this entire back straight, they've re-tarmacked it. They said they've re-tarmacked it in what you call it, in the notes, which is really cool to see. They put in, just said it looked a bit stale. It says the start area is rehauled, the tarmac stretch is reworked, and the last sector has been redecorated, which means they're putting a hell of a lot of effort into this game. Now, what I'm going to do is, you can see, I've been talking for a while. I've just been going over the things that they've changed. They've changed some other stuff as well. Changed more stuff in the garage user interface, the rendering settings and the audio and all that. But I'm actually not going to discuss that more anymore. I'm going to let you watch the gameplay. We've got one more race after this, which is on the gravel track. I'm going to leave you with some nice calming music or some heavy metal, depending on what my wheels take me. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy watching the rest of the next car game update. We'll be bringing more updates if and when they release them, and then because I'm really enjoying this game and I cannot wait for the full release so you all can enjoy it. So if you want to see more, let me know. If you like this video, like what you see, please subscribe to my channel. I've been the Sniping Raccoon, and I'll see you next time. See you later, guys.